Hey guys, and welcome back to Illogical Plays some Starsector. We are currently still working on the tutorial in just kind of an open world game. And last episode, we made contact with the station commander of Enkria, as well as went and infiltrated a pirate station and found an old probe and an AI core. Currently, right now, we have been assigned to go find a ship graveyard, and we are going to head right over that way right now. At the ship graveyard, we should be able to pick up a few additional ships. I believe that's where the ship graveyard is. Let's see. Yeah, that's where the quest item is. And so we're going to head over that way. We're going to throw in a sustained burn, and then we're going to speed up time just a little bit. And now that we're out here, let's take off sustained burn, and let's take a look at all these ships. Maybe if we do an active sensor burst, we can see just how many there are. We'll start over here at the far left one. I believe we need to get 2 ships, and some of them we need to salvage as well. A derelict Tarsus class freighter drifting through space. It is battered, though determining whether it's recoverable or not will require closer examination. It looks like we can just salvage this. It's asking for 30 crew, 10 heavy machinery. We are well over both, so we have quite the effectiveness right now. Now, fuel is something we don't really need to go over, but we can take the rest of these and be on our way. So we have a Lancer ship over here. Once it's just to salvage that as well. Now, this fuel that we don't pick up stays out here. If we pick up more ships and have more space for fuel, we can come back and pick it all up. All right, so salvage crews boarding this wreck discover that many essential systems are undamaged, and the ship could be restored to basic functionality. If not recovered, the ship will be scuttled, and any fitted weapons and fighters, LPCs, will be retrieved. Consider ship recovery. This thing is fairly damaged, with malfunctioning comms, unreliable subsystems, and degraded engines. So it requires quite a bit of crew. Looks like it's going to hurt with the flux dissipation as well. We are going to pick this one up, though. I believe we can always scuttle them later if we want to. So this will take 87 supplies. Oh, no, this will take 35 supplies, as well as additional crew. So let's recover that. That'll be a part of our fleet now. Some of the ships in your fleet are at dangerously low combat readiness, below 20%. Deploying these ships in combat is likely to cause critical malfunctions, dealing damage, disabling some weapons and engines for the duration of battle, and causing further critical malfunctions during the deployment. It is recommended that you let these ships recover before using them in combat. Ships regain combat readiness over time, and friendly stations offer a quick way to do so and effect repairs, as well as hire any additional crew if needed. You can check the combat readiness levels of your ships in the fleet screen. Alright, if we hit F, we can see our fleet screen here. We can see that we have a bunch of ordnance points left here. We're going to hold off on doing anything with that right now. Ordnance points, I believe, are used for adding weapons and things of that nature. We have nothing to add to these just yet. Nothing there either. So let's just get these ships if we can for the moment. This is a Wolf class frigate that we could recover as well. It's not as damaged as the other one, only having degraded engines and compromised armor. We'll recover that as well. And keep going and checking the rest of these. Hardly damaged Kite class standard shuttle. Faulty power grid. The ship has suffered extensive damage. The design for the Kite shuttle is day-to-day reminder of Fabrique orbital reputation for aeronautical engineering, a valuable specialty even in the age of space travel. This compact space aircraft is streamlined for efficient atmospheric flight and boasts a grid of cleverly distributed short burst maneuvering thrusters, coordinated by a Delta level AI subsystem to ensure smooth landings. Kite has powerful engines for a civilian ship of its size, though zero-G maneuverability leaves something to be desired when the special subsystem is not engaged. I don't really know what this ship's used for, but we're going to recover it nonetheless. We can salvage this. Definitely want this fuel, as now we have a lot more ships to fuel up. I'd love to get like a tanker as well. And this is a fairly damaged tanker. So we're still going to recover this, as this will let us hold a lot more of our fuel and hopefully repair it up. And this is a Hammerhead class destroyer. We definitely want that. Fleet does not have enough personnel to fully crew all your ships. The results in reduced combat readiness. You can concentrate the available crew on specific ships by mothballing some ships from the fleet screen. It is recommended that you hire more crew at a nearby space station as soon as possible. Okay, we're going to be heading back anyway. So, with now a pretty gigantic fleet. Let's take that. Take that fuel as well. Every little bit will help. And we are now going to return to Encrya. Sustained burn back on as we speed our way over. Asteroid impact on drive bubble. Oh man, I didn't even realize those asteroids might be able to hurt us. But we're gonna pop in here. We're going to talk to Evans real quick. Welcome back. A bunch of rust buckets, aren't they? But put some weapons on them and get a proper refit done, and with a dedicated crew you'll do all right. It's no worse than what the pirates have got at any rate. Speaking of weapons, yeah, was just about to talk to you about that. Not much to buy on the open market, but we have some stores. I've already ordered local storage space to be assigned to you and some suitable weapons transferred there, along with enough supplies to speedily bring the new ships back to full combat readiness. Use them to outfit your new ships and make sure you've got enough crew for a full complement on every ship, and then break the rogue miner defenses at the inner jump point. Once this conversation is over, press R to open the refit screen. After selecting a specific ship, you can press V to autofill. Pick a desired loadout and the ship will be automatically refitted to match it using what weapons are available. In addition, you now have access to local storage at Encrya, and some weapons and supplies have been placed there. To access it, click on the storage button in the trade screen. I take it you've got the stabilization algorithm then? Correct. These cores seem like they can work miracles sometimes. Let me transmit the results. Good luck to you. If you fail, well, we'll have to send the security forces to do the job, and then it could get very messy. It's good to know that you're already working on a plan B. Come on now, it's not so grim. I have every expectation you'll succeed, or I wouldn't send you. But it's my responsibility as commander to plan for every eventuality and not rely on a miraculous savior. Now, about those miners. The two fleets guarding the jump point will aid each other if you engage one when the other is nearby, so it'll be easier to fight if you should manage to separate them first. If you can't, it should still be a fight you can win though. Copy that. I'll be back here when the job's done. Alright, so let's go to our retrofit screen. When retrofitting a ship while docked at a space station, you can mount both the weapons in your cargo hold and the ones available for purchase at the station. Undoing the changes to a ship's loadout or simply unmounting the purchased weapons will refund the credits used, but only if you haven't navigated away from the refit screen. Alright, so let's start with let's autofit this one. Strike or attack. Light machine guns, bomber wings, heavy fighter wings. Let's do a heavy fighter wing here. We'll do an attack on our support carrier. Assault, close support, overdriven, point defense. This is our Wolf class assault frigate. Do point defense and use this as a defensive type ship. Confirm that as well. Our ordnance points. Oh, this is our kite class shuttle for standard interceptor. Let's do a standard fit on this. This is our tanker. We're just going to put him at light. That'll be fine. And this is our Hammerhead class balanced destroyer. We're definitely going balanced on this and confirm that. Combat readiness is at 63%. Okay. What's run simulation do? Deploy opposing ships for simulation. Oh man. Oh wow. There's a lot we can do with this, and that might be very interesting in the future to take a look at. But for now, let's go over to our fleet, and we can see that we are under strength. So let's go back to the open market. buy as much crew as we need. Wow, we need a lot of crew. It's going to cost us 16,000. We only have 6,000. How do I buy as much as I can afford? By holding shift, I can buy 150. I'm going to confirm that. I wish we had enough to buy some fuel, but we don't. Look in our storage. We still have several things here we might be able to sell. Currently, we're using 15 supplies per day for this fleet. We'll take all the supplies we can get then. And our fuel, 11 fuel per normal space flight light year. Okay. I think we might have enough fuel for the moment. Now, I think the rest of these can go up in here. This is kind of just our extra storage. We might want to just sell it though, if we're not using it. Go to black market. That's an additional 4,000. It would cost us 8,000 for all the fuel. Let's pick up like another 2,000 in fuel maybe. And then maybe $2,000 in crew. Get us at the best combat readiness we can be at. Okay, repair my ships for 14 supplies, and then we will leave. So our quest says stabilize the jump ports, which are out here. So we're gonna head that way, lay in a course. It really is not that far off that I don't think we need to do a sustained burn. And we're gonna hope that we can separate the two ships if we can. I mean, there's no way I can just lay a course for this, can I? Oh, it looks like we can. Stabilize the jump point. You load the stabilization algorithm into your jump program, and the jump field goes through a series of esoteric fluctuations, their resonance gradually canceling out the instability in this jump point. The jump point should be stable enough to use within a day or so. Return to Aria. We don't even have to begin the engagement then. Do we want to take the engagement? Maybe. I'm going to quick save. Let's see if we can take on these ships. Asteroid impact on drive bubble. That's not super good. We're going to lay an intercept course for this fleet. These are the rogue miners. They keep going through this asteroid field. It could cause me some damage, but they're certainly separated right now. Hopefully we can catch up from them. Running from my fleet. Oh, we did catch up with them. Wonderful. Harry the retreat. Reduces the combat readiness of all disengaging ships as if they were deployed into combat. Slows down your fleet for a while as your forces require time to reorganize after harassing action. We can pursue them. I think we should pursue them. Transfer command for this engagement. We're going to give command over to our balanced destroyer. Take command of the action. We are going to deploy our destroyer, our combat freighter, our drone tender, our attack carrier, and that might be it. $21 supplies. Let's deploy. That should be fine. There's only 3 of these ships here. We're going to unpause. Our ships are immediately engaging. Look, we're getting some drones out, some missiles out. A couple of these ships might try to escape. Oh, do I have direct command of this one? Oh, okay. I was wondering why it wasn't doing anything. We got him though. This guy does not have a chance in hell. Let's see if I can set this to automate though. So I don't actually have to control it. Yep, there it goes. Okay. And he's doing a much better job at controlling the ship than I could right now. Now, enemy fleet is defeated. Press escape to end the battle anytime. Claim victory. Okay. The retreating enemy forces were able to disengage, but not without taking losses. The salvage chief reports that a ship disabled during the battle can be restored to basic functionality. Recovering ships instead of breaking them for salvage will greatly reduce the salvage gained from these ships. Now, this ship is very damaged with 4 subsystems, it looks like, disabled. Engines, armor, and grid. Okay, only 3. I can't count. We're not going to recover this ship. It is a destroyer, but it's super damaged. And we were able to get 920 credits. And we can pick through this wreckage. Wonderful. More fuel for us, more heavy machinery, metal plates. And it looks like we even got some weapons, including a thumper, which is a common designed rotary cannon, heavy mortar, black cannon, and hammer class torpedoes. All right, so they are running away. We have 2 character points to spend as well. I did want to upgrade one of these, right? Yeah, we want to get field repairs upgraded. Looks like we'll need to upgrade this one more time to upgrade that further. So we're going to do that. And let's get headed towards Ankara. Laying a course there. We'll let these guys run off if they want. They're maintaining contact with our fleet. I'm not too worried about them so far. We have repairs being completed while in space, but I think it's much more efficient to have repairs completed while on Ankara. They want to scan us. We'll scan them. They didn't find anything. And let's open our comm link again. Well done. Station Commander Evans seems a bit giddy with excitement. We actually did it. You just never know with these things. It's such a relief not to be cooped up in the system anymore. Here's your reward, well earned, and with my gratitude. In addition, I've set you up with a monthly stipend from the Galatian Academy in recognition of services rendered. It should run for 3 full cycles. So we gained 10,000 credits, improved our relationship as well. Now, I expect the authorities at the headquarters on Jingala in the Corvus system would like to hear about the recent events. Would you deliver a report for me? Ask to speak with Station Commander Blackburn when you get there. Oh, and make sure to take enough fuel to make the trip. Flying in system as you have been doesn't use any fuel, so it's easy to forget that flying in hyperspace does. It's not too far, but with your current fleet you'll need at least 60 units to get there. If you do manage to run out of fuel somehow and get stuck in an uninhabited system, and that'd be a real feat on the Galatia Corvus route, let me tell you, you can always issue a distress call and wait for help to arrive. I'm also declaring a bounty on the remaining rogue miner fleets here. If you like, you can stick around here and help map up before going to Corvus. Okay, I'll consider my options. Our fleet does not require any repairs. It looks like we do have a bunch of stuff to sell though. But let's not sell this on the open market. Let's sell this to the black market, as we're not buying anything here to sell and trade. So if they want to scan us, they can. Let's also pick up more crew. Cap out our crew, I think, is a good call. And then maybe some more fuel, though we don't have enough fuel for that. We do have 4 times the amount needed for this next expedition, so I think we're going to be okay on fuel for the moment. So that'll do it there. We're going to leave, and we could go mop up some pirates here as well. Darren Q, mining station, debris. But let's take a look at our quest. Deliver the report to Station Commander Ranaya Blackburn at Jingala. Jingala is way over here. It looks like we have some pirates on the way, so let's just lay a course there and see where this takes us. Let's also do a quick save while we're at it. I'm speeding up time as we're approaching our jump point. Oh, there's some fleets around here. We could fight those fleets again. Nah, let's just jump. Activating this jump point will let your fleet pass through and will cost 11 fuel. Order a jump to hyperspace. Now, out here, these lightning storms can certainly cause us damage, if I recall. Your fleet has entered hyperspace. Ships traveling in hyperspace use fuel in proportion to the distance traveled. Fleets that run out of fuel drift towards the nearest star system and may become stranded there. We got a monthly income of 14,000 credits. We're going to do our best to try and avoid some of these lightning fields if we can. We got a couple quests popping up. Analyze a domain era probe for the pirates. Analyze domain era probe for the hegemony. If we press E, how do we see these? New. Oh, here we go. We can get a convoy. We can go analyze the probes. That's way out there. Way out there. And that's actually rather close to us. Your contacts on Chico Motstalk let you know that a hegemony mercantile convoy is preparing for a voyage and will soon depart for Jingala. 10 days until departure. On the outward trip to Jingala, the fleet will carry supplies, ships, hulls, domestic goods, and heavy armaments. On the trip back to Chico Motstalk, the fleet will carry organics, food, and marines. It is noteworthy because it's carrying a large quantity of valuable goods and materials. I don't think we want to do this, right? This would upset the hegemony, and we're actually trying to like be nice with the hegemony. So none of those quests really interest me right now. Jangala, is that where we're headed? I think that is it not? Yes. Corvus Jangala. So we're gonna go jump in at the Jangala jump point and order a jump to Jangala. All right, so now we have popped out here and we need to head to Jangala. We have the mercantile convoy, makeshift sensor array. There's something out here, and buoy, Corvus gate, and an active gate. Well, let's just head to the Jangala system for the moment. We have received another survey, faction independent for 50,000. They want us to go survey Metallic World. I'm very curious about trying that out. Open the comm directory. We can see that there's Renaya Blackburn here. Your connection request is accepted after a slight delay. Yes, and you are? You have a report for me. Let's just take a look. Galatia is back on the map. That's excellent news. It says here you've had quite a hand in it too. That won't be forgotten. What do I do now? I don't have anything specific for you right now, but you've got options. There's a bounty in the system right now due to unusual high piracy activity. You've already got some experience dealing with pirates, so that could be a good way to earn some credits. And of course, you could always visit the dockside bars. Good opportunities there sometimes. You could try your hand at salvaging, load up on fuel, machinery, and supplies, and head for the outer systems. It's a good idea to pick up a mission first, so you're not running blind. Someone's usually offering good money to analyze this planet or that derelict, and where there's one, there's often more. Finally, you could take a commission with the hegemony. Due to the Galatia business, your standing is high enough that such a request would be accepted. You'd be expected to fight our enemies, though, so it's quite a commitment. If I were you, I'd hold off on it until we've got more solid fleet behind you. Thanks, I'll think about it. Okay, let's go to the bar. It looks like we have the option to nod at the concerned woman and walk over to her table, or flag down the academic with a tripod. Let's go talk to the concerned woman. After a brief introduction, she wastes no time in getting to the point. I've got 250 units of organics that urgently need to be delivered to Ilm in the Zagan star system. Recent pirate activity has been making that difficult, but you look like someone that could get the job done. Recall that Ilm is under the independent control and that located in the Zangan star system, which is 6.7 light years away. Your fleet holds can accommodate an additional 402 units of cargo. She double-checked something on her pod. The offer is 12,000 credits, payable upon delivery within 80 days. UN, we'll accept that. We'll deliver that. And what about the academic? He turns out to be a scientist. Maybe a scientist and is delighted to have someone finally listen to his story. You set your face to the practiced, stern, but receptive look as you hear his pitch through the end. The data doesn't lie, he cries again and again, though you can't make sense of the arcane tables scrolling on his greasy tripod. There's an enormous stock of unrecovered domain-era technology in this system. No one else can see it. All I ask is, his voice drops to a whisper, you retrieve for me the AI core hidden in the midst of the trove. That I get to keep. I'll tell you exactly where to look if you agree to my terms. Accept and promise the ship AI core to the given address in a specially shielded crate. We get the technology cache. Nothing of note is going on at the bar, so we'll leave, and we'll leave here. All right, let's pause the game. Let's see what we have real quick. We have the delivery option, and we have the other thing. Oh, we need to go get this. Okay, this is pretty far away, to be fair. So maybe let's start with the delivery of the organics to the Zangron system. We'll lay in a course there. We have 201 fuel, so we should be more than okay. There was a bounty, I thought, in this system as well. Payment depends on the number and size of the ships destroyed. Standing with the hegemony may also improve. 1,650 per frigate destroyed, 60 days remaining. What if we go and do this? How do I accept? Show on map. It's got to be these guys, right? I gotta think. Or maybe that's just a general bounty in the system. It might be. We'll kind of figure that out as we go. So for now, we'll go do our delivery quest and see what we run up against. Yes, let's jump. There's a mercenary patrol out here. If we take a look at our map, we are going to Zagon. So this is a bit of a journey for sure. Maybe we can see about avoiding some of these clouds, but it looks like we're gonna have to go straight in. Over here we can see that there's a pirate trade convoy fighting with a unidentified contact. We could have jumped in the middle of that. We have a mercantile convoy coming by us. We have found a new analyze a derelict ship for an independent faction quest. That is way off to the side. Oh my gosh. Where are we right now? We are over here. That might be really cool to go do, but we're going to hold off for just a moment. Let's kind of avoid some of these lightning storms. We'll take an approach through this area over here. We found Sindrian Decat as a ludic path cells. Domain era probes, new mercantile colonies for a faction we haven't met. We have serving a gas giant. What's this? Scavengers. Okay. Melinic Zagon. We want to go to Zagon, right? Zagon Fringe jump port. That's the star system. This is the gravity well. Gas giant often deep enough to provide a one-way exit from hyperspace. We'll exit at this gravity well. Okay. Now that we're in this system, we need to make our way to Ilum. Oh, we're very close to this as well. Wonderful. Ilum is right here. Your fleet approaches Ilm. The fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you are soon granted docking clearance. You contact the relevant parties and drop off the cargo at the agreed upon dockside locations. We got 12,000 credits from that. Wonderful. All right, let's see who we can talk to here. There's the administrator, the portmaster, the quartermaster. We might be able to trade for some goods. This colony is... I don't know if this means it's producing. It looks like green's producing, right? Luxury goods, domestic goods, and volatiles. Or maybe it's consuming those. Nope, it's definitely producing them. Okay. There's a lot of information on the screen that we'll just learn over time. Now, we could, if we wanted to, buy some stuff and go sell it at other areas, and that might make us some money. But I'm not really sure how to check where we might make money with that. As far as fuel goes, we definitely need more fuel. In fact, I can fully stock up on fuel, which I'm going to do. We might need some supplies as well. Let's grab another like 50 supplies. And I think we're going to head out to the outer rim of things. Do one of these quests that we have that are far away. So let's take a look at missions. And let's do the analyze the derelict ship. The one that's way out here. I'm very curious as to how this will go. But we'll do this in the next episode. So I will end this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this, and I hope you tune in for future episodes of Starsector, as I am quite enjoying this game so far. But I will catch you guys soon.